This not just girl talk.
It's talk for the people.
You got two women,
Two voices,
one sound.
and that's the truth.
You here with the married Dawn,
And the selective Dawn.
and we here to call a spade a motherfucking spade. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get to it.
So, do you still have it?
Have what?
Have that it, like, when you are walking and are you still turning heads? Do you think you're still turning
You
heads?
just go right into it. You ain't even warm me up some.
I thought the wine was going to warm you up.
It did, but I ain't like warm, ready to answer questions warm.
Okay, Chuck Brown. Wind me up, Chuck. Okay.
Hey, we back, baby.
So do you still have it? Is the question.
This is season 2, episode 2. Oh, that gave me a little time to think about my answer. Could you tell?
Nigga.
Okay.
Answer the question.
Do I still got it? Yes.
How do you know?
Should I sing the answer?
No. Absolutely not.
How do I know I still got it?
Yeah,
Because
how do you know?
people still try me.
Now, when you say try you, what do you mean? Like, do they ask for your number? Do they ask to take you out? Or they just admiring you when you walk past?
A
Like, how do
little
you
bit,
know?
a little bit of all of that. Like, I'm not looking for anything, but I just need to make sure I still got it.
What does that make you feel like to know that, oh, I can still turn a head or two? Or as I say, snatch a father. Hey, fathers. But only the cute ones. You ugly niggas, stay out my inbox.
What was the question? You said what?
How do you know? Like, what confirms that you still have it? And how does that make you feel?
How does it make me feel? I guess it gives me a little boost of confidence. Like, after getting older and your metabolism slow down, you start to question yourself.
Okay.
Especially when you look at old pictures.
Nigga, what?
Yeah.
I remember the days where I had one chin.
Yeah.
I'm 2 and impossible now.
I remember when my size was like just 1 digit.
What?
When your size, like your
I know,
size.
like an 8?
Yes.
When?
In high school.
Okay, you reaching.
No, I definitely wore
Really?
8. Yeah.
Really?
I didn't get into a 10 until I got the copping. And then once I got married, I went from a 14 and the shit just never stopped.
I don't know what happened with my metabolism.
Life.
No, I was small for a while. For a long while, I was small.
You was. It caught up to you.
Bad.
This is what
Did
happened.
it? You're right. So, okay.
Oh, you just, okay.
With knowing that you still have it,
Mm-hmm.
what does that
wait.
do?
What about you? You in a situationship? You like to just put me under the fire. I think that's because
Yeah.
I got so many videos of you.
That's exactly what it is.
So, okay. So you still got it?
I do still have it.
Okay. How you know?
It's the toss of my head, a switch of my hips.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to turn a head or two.
Mm-hmm.
For men and women. Mm-hmm. Women don't try me, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still got it.
So, do you need to know that you got it?
No, because I tell myself I have it.
Okay.
I'm okay with how my body has changed for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
This little credit card crease back here gotta go. But for the most part, yeah,
That's
I'm
life,
okay.
though. Some people like that.
That's not life.
And
when
I'm
your
sure
shirt
yours
is,
like it.
he love it.
Okay.
But that's not life when your shirt is tucked in your back. That's not.
It just blows it out some.
No. I'm not doing that.
Well, last week we talked about on That Ain't It,
Mm-hmm.
people and letting their guts and stuff out. Like, that's just who they are.
Them, not me. I need a little bit of concealer. And that's just to make my clothes lay nicer. Mm-hmm. That's not to hide what I have. Mm-hmm. It's just, if I bend over, I don't want my tramp stamp to show. Or, them little bit of stretch marks
Well, what
back
was
there.
the point of getting the tattoo right there? Wasn't it?
I was 18. I was a size 6. I thought I was going to be a size 6 forever.
But you wanted it to be seen.
No, you know what? The majority of my tattoos are where I can conceal them. So, no, I didn't want it to be seen. I wanted something for me. Mm-hmm. But when I thought I was going to work in corporate America, I started to tattoo myself where I could cover them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, so corporate America filtered you.
When I was young, because I thought that was the dream.
Okay.
But it's not.
That's not the American dream?
Not mine. I
Okay.
can't speak for America, but it's not mine.
Okay. All right, so back to That Ain't It.
What about that ain't it?
I mean, shit. God damn it. Give me a reverse Donnell. We started kind of early on the drinks. I mean.
I think we're talking about if you have it or not.
Yes.
Okay, so with knowing you have it, how do you know when your partner still has it?
Oh, that's a good one. How do I know my partner still? Because I know I've seen the looks.
What do the looks look like?
I've seen people try to talk to him in front of me like I ain't even there.
What?
Girl, one time it was a girl in the McDonald's drive-thru. I'm like, bitch, I know you. If you don't flip my fucking fry.
So was you acting like Jody and Yvette? Bitch, give me my shakes.
I hate that movie.
Is that what you were acting like?
I don't know, because I hate that movie.
Why?
I just do.
It kind of speaks to our community, though.
Ugh, don't do that.
Cheating and cheating and cheating and cheating, and we finally get it right.
They got it right? In the end?
According to standards, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So again, how do you know? Like, what gives you that real feeling of validation that I still have it?
I told you, as long as they turning their heads and still checking for me, I'm good.
So the physical part?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, everything else my man fulfills.
Okay.
I just need to make sure he ain't the only one looking. Or I kind of want him to know that he ain't the only one looking. He lucky.
Can a lack of physical and mental desire make you seek the attention of someone else?
Like
No, just overall. Because, people love to say, I needed to know I had it because I wasn't getting it here, so I went and sought it out elsewhere.
So I kind of needed to know I had it because I just felt like I lost it. Mm-hmm. Physically, I just saw the changes in my body, and it was like, all right. And I remember way back when I could pull a lot more than I can now. But it's a different type of crowd too. And you mean, like, I'm not really surrounded by men the way I was when I was younger.
Okay.
So it's a lot. I don't have that opportunity presented as much.
This kind of reminds me of, like, remember when Aisha Curry was talking about she wanted to be desired and admired by other men, and like social media went wild about that.
So what you think about that?
I think it's okay to be admired by the opposite. I think it's okay to still want to be desired. Like, naturally, your mate wants you, right? But there are times when you might look at your mate, or your mate might look at you and be like, this is not her day. This is an off day. Or you might look at him. But it's true. Everybody, you don't always keep that same look. You're not going to always be the apple of their eye. You're not.
You don't think so?
No, you're going to have those rough moments. When your feet got husky at the bottom and you done missed your nail appointment.
You're right.
Your eyebrows a little bushy.
Yeah, you're right. I never thought about that.
You got to put a wig on because you can't make your hair appointment. You just might not be that desirable in that moment.
Usually at that moment is when I try to go harder and try to fix something up.
And you know what hurt? When you do all of that and they still look at you the same way.
That's true.
You be like, damn, you ain't notice I got my eyebrows
You
plucked for you?
right. You right.
So you have those moments.
Right.
So what's wrong with somebody admiring what your mate might deem as a flaw in that moment? What's wrong with that?
I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with it, but I guess it's only normal because everybody has their off time. But damn, I just never thought about it like that.
So you telling me? So you've always looked at your mate as damn.
Oh shit, boo. For the most part,
we human though.
We human, like, so I guess because our connection is a little bit more than physical, I can look at him sometimes and be like, it could be something that he say that'll like really, really turn me on more than when he have his fresh haircut or, whatever. So
that's understandable because for me it's like, you never want to get your haircut this week. You skip the barbershop. Because if I'm going to the barbershop, you go to the barbershop too. But that also comes with understanding that this physical shit gonna fade.
Yeah.
And I still want you to admire me. And I still want to be the apple of your eye. But on my worst day, I still want you to give me a little bit of, honey, you look good.
You're right. You're right. I mean, I personally didn't think anything was wrong with anything Aisha Curry said. And I think that, and this is just my personal opinion, but I think that any of the women that claimed she was wrong for feeling that kind of way or saying that.
Full of shit.
Yeah.
You full of shit.
Yeah, I'm like, come on. That's why women are perceived a certain kind of way, because they are so thirsty for attention or, so needy.
I think for her, what kind of bit her in her ass was, she used to clown those same women on Instagram and social media about, you have to be fully covered. You should only want to be desired by your man. She had like this wholesome image. And then you sat with, Jada and her mom at the red table and was like, well, yeah, I still do want to be desired.
Right.
And it's like, why do you of all people want to be desired by somebody else? Like you married to Steph Curry.
And that's cool, but it's just like she is somebody outside of Steph Curry. It's
She's
how
human.
I kind of took it. Yeah, she's human and she's a woman. So I kind of felt like, I didn't understand the uproar. And especially from men, I'm just like, y'all the ones who feed into women's ego. So why even act like this is some brand new shit? I thought that was taken way out of hand. I felt like that little movement or whatever was more so of clout chase.
Just to get on the...
Yeah, just to get on the bandwagon. Niggas don't think for themselves nowadays. And I feel like that's what that was all about.
Okay, I mean, that's fair. Mm-hmm. So how do you keep your individuality in a relationship?
Oh, that's a good one. How would I keep my individuality? I think step one would probably really have to be knowing myself and knowing my strengths, and actually accepting myself. Like, I think once you accept and love yourself, then you're able to understand that you don't need this person to be who you are.
So are we pushing to that validation mark?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because I remember last season we talked about needing that extra push, that validation to say you're enough, but then having to learn to tell yourself you are enough and believe it, because you can tell yourself all the bullshit you want.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not until you feel it here and you can internalize it here that you can say, I am who I am and I'm okay with who I am.
That's a process. I can say I'm 30. Well, in my early 30s.
Nigga, and no, you're not. Let that go.
It is my early 30s. We should do a poll on our Instagram.
We should, and you gonna lose. You mid-30s, cuz.
So anyway, it took me longer than what I expected before I could really accept me. And I think with accepting yourself, you have to really accept the flaws. Like, I'm not perfect, but fuck it, I am who I am. Like, you gonna take it or you gonna leave it. You gonna help me or you're not. So I kind of still need a little validation. Like, I can't say sometimes when I get dressed or when I go somewhere, I want him to say, oh, you look good or whatever, or double look. But if he don't, as long as somebody else do, it's like, I ain't.
Or if them likes hit a certain number, you like, oh, a bitch got it. I'm double digiting on you hoes.
I've never really been into the likes, I guess, because I've always, I know a lot of people are following people just to be nosy. So I've never really been on the likes. Like, first of all, I'm only gonna post a good picture. Like, I gotta be sure.
We know. Hey, no, take it again. Get this angle. But we all do that. You need that friend that's gonna hit them angles.
You do. Some of y'all not real friends, because y'all friends out here posting all kind of pictures and
that ain't it.
That ain't it. And y'all just letting that shit slide, or you liking it and you lying to them and tell them they cute. Be honest with your friends. It's okay. Like, a friendship or a relationship is...
Reverse.
That's built off of honesty. You got to be able to accept that, and actually that helps you learn who you are. Because I think that I learned I was selfish by actually listening to people, and for a minute I would say, oh, they were complaining about me, or they were hating on me. But once I actually listened, like, all right, this is the same shit
from different people
from
who
different
don't know
people.
each other.
Yeah, and I'm just like, or it's just like, even when people say something, the way it makes you feel, you know when it's a jab versus when it's an honest criticism, like coming from their heart. And especially if you know that person.
Sometimes them jabs dig a little deeper, though.
They do. They do. They can.
Sometimes them jabs can make or break.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. So I heard you say it took you a little longer than you expected to accept yourself. Like, who sets the expectancy of when you accept yourself? Is it society? Is it your circle? Because we just talked about, hey, keep your friends and hold them accountable. Tell them the truth. Who bases that acceptance of this is who I am and this is what I'm working to be? Who sets that tone for you?
I think it's who I thought was society. But I keep asking myself, like, now, like, who the fuck is society? Because if it's these people in the outside world, the world is fucked up. So why am I focusing on what they think? So I think it's it probably is a generational thing. I would say for me it's been a generational thing. I've been raised, well, sometimes I say trained, but I try to think to myself, like, is that too harsh? But I've been raised to think 9 to 5, what is it, 35, 40 years, respect the man, you know. Yeah, that's not it. And so, and it's like, I thought that for a long time, and that's kind of what I went with, and it got me nowhere. And it was like when I started being okay with, fuck this 9 to 5. Like, everything ain't for everybody. I can do my own thing. Like, I don't have to go to school for somebody to tell me I'm smart. I don't have to, like, look at y'all fucking president.
That's not my president.
Well, look at y'all president. That nigga is a fucking idiot, and he's running the entire country. So,
He's a reality star.
Whose reality?
He had his own show.
But whose reality? Like, who was...
His. And people were out there, that stupid-ass firework setup he had, and they were supporting him. So he has his supporters and his believers.
You're right. You're right. And I have to say, I used to watch that, what was the name of that fucking show? When he used to say you're fired?
I don't know, but your girl was on there.
Who?
The Princess.
The Princess. Thank you, Donnell. Yeah, I used to watch that shit. I used to love that shit.
Wow.
I don't know.
The dumbest shit ever. You're fired.
I thought it was cute in the beginning.
Fuck no. Don't be a white man yelling at me, you fired.
It was cute in the beginning, but shit just got out of hand.
Okay, well.
So.
I guess I should answer that same question.
Yes.
I think I learned early on as a child that I was different. One thing that I am learning, that to step out of the background, right? So I'm really good at, like, interconnecting people, but I don't really want any credit for it. Like, let me just put you on with somebody and then I want to step away. I'm good with being behind the scenes. I'm an excellent wingman, but I have a lot of my own talents that a lot of people don't know about. So just being able to comfortably showcase them is new for me.
So when you say you grew up and you kind of knew in the beginning you were different, was that a good thing? Like, how did that make you feel? Because, you know, being young, you have so many influencers on your life trying to make you think a certain way. So if you came to the term like, oh, I'm different, was that considered a good thing for you?
For me, yeah, because I was always bucking the system. Like, the teachers were always calling my house. I was always, quote unquote, in trouble, but I knew you was trying to give me some bullshit, and I wasn't with that. But it did get to a point where Cynthia was like, you know what, just shut up and graduate. Just go to school and graduate. Like, don't say nothing to them people. And I'm like, no, I'm not. You can't treat me this way. You know, I was very militant back then. So, yeah.
You kind of the same way now.
But I've learned to tone it down a tad.
Why? Well, how did you get to the point where you was like, okay, I need to tone it down? And now you tone it down, like, is that a...
You have to know who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You have to know who you're dealing with. You have to know if what you're going to say to them is going to be well received. And if I know it's not, child, fuck you. All right, we moving on. Because lo and behold, you gonna circle back this way again. So if it's genuine, I'll address it with you. If not, if it's just you being flighty or whatever the case, move around.
Do you think it's healthy for people to want or need outside validation?
Hold on.
Yeah, I gotta think about that myself.
Is it healthy? Yes and no. And I know you hate when I say that, but you want to know that you hold value somewhere, but you shouldn't base the premise of your life on knowing if you hold value. Like, you shouldn't base who you are as an individual if, do I hold weight or value in this person's life? I don't think so. Your turn.
I think it's healthy. I have to say,
as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not extreme.
So what's the case of it being extreme?
I got a good one. So, to me, this whole cucumber challenge, I feel like the women that are doing this.
What is the cucumber challenge?
So I haven't personally seen it. I think I seen something on the Shade Room, but I think they put a frog in front of it. But this is just me going off of what people saying. So apparently women are going around. I think they're trying to put it so deep to show that they can deep throat. But I don't know. Or maybe they showing how they suck. I don't know. So anyway.
Okay, so the cucumber challenge is this. You have a woman or a group of ladies who are sucking on a cucumber, and they're pushing it as far as they can down their throat with extra spit. Like Tusha would say, 2 hands with a whole lot of spit, right? So they're doing that to show, yes, I can maintain my relationship by sexually satisfying my man.
So is this... And this is random too, but are they doing this just in the grocery store, like the whole
They're
Blue
doing
Band?
it everywhere.
Or are they buying the cucumber and taking it home?
They're doing it everywhere.
Okay, as long as they're not doing it and putting the cucumber back for people to buy.
Well, just because we haven't seen that doesn't mean they're not doing it.
That's true.
Because they licking ice cream and putting it back.
That's true. So I feel like those type of women are looking for some type of validation. To me, that's extreme. They're looking for validation to say, you good at fucking, or I don't know. I don't know what they're looking for. But I feel like they're looking for some type of validation. I mean, Cardi B said the same shit. And then a week later, her man got caught cheating.
What'd she say?
That she would never lose her man because her pussy too good and she can suck dick good.
Because she did tell them bitches that they pussy was trash. She did.
But
he went and got some trash.
He got some trash. So they
loved it.
So they were looking for, I feel like that's some type of validation. And that's extreme case, and that's unhealthy. I think Aisha Curry is healthy.
Okay. Just because she wants to know that she's still admired and she can still turn her head or something.
Yeah. Because, I mean, shit, maybe if you're not turning her head or so, maybe you do need to do a jumping jack or two. Like, don't be in... I said maybe. Maybe.
Well, what does that mean? If you not turning... No, because what does that mean if you're not turning the head that you need to do a jumping jack?
I mean, because it don't take but so much to turn a head. Honestly.
But all head turning ain't good head turning. Some of it could be like, that bitch ugly. Because, we done had a few of those.
No, nigga.
No, not we ugly, but like, hey, you seen that bitch? That bitch ugly.
Yeah.
Last night. When
Which
I said,
one?
damn, lady got that dress on. That was a head turning moment, but it wasn't the
or even the tennis ball. Or even the cracked out auntie that we talk about.
Yeah, like those are head turning moments, but that doesn't mean that gives them validation. So I think a little bit more needs to come with just the turning of the head.
That's all I need.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I got a man. I don't need all that extra. You ain't
That's right, got a man.
You do too, nigga. Don't try it.
Ringless.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, right. Anyway. All right. So we talked about this week on our social media during the Ask the Dawn segment. Is it true ain't no fun if the homies can't have none? And that comes with passing your mate around.
I personally don't want to know that my mate has done anybody that I know. Because that mean I can't lie and say you got like 12 inches. Because they know. Like, no, nigga. I fucked your man.
It's 5.
It's 4.5 on a good day.
Disclaimer, she not talking about hers.
I damn sure ain't talking about mine. But, like, I don't... Because actually... Let me...
Well...
He has a past.
We all do. Let's say that. We all have a past.
Yeah, we all have a past. And he has a past that was before me. We live in a small neighborhood.
Community.
We live in a small area. Like, the whole Oxon Hill, Forest Heights, Clinton, Fort Washington, all that is pretty much small. So, there has been... Like, I know certain people that he has had an interaction with.
And you know what? So, can I tell you this?
Oh, Lord. Okay.
So, I liked the picture one time, and you was like, bitch, don't be liking that bitch picture.
I think I remember.
And I said, okay, I'm going to take my life back. Like, you was... And I was like, well, I didn't know. And you was like, don't like nothing that bitch do because X, Y, and Z. And I said, well, I stand with my friend. I got to unblock. I got to, you know, I can't like what you're doing because you done did my peoples.
Yeah. Like,
you was really mad about that.
I was. It's this one person I can't
like,
stand.
you jumped in my shit because of that.
Because I know her.
We know her.
It's like, ugh. Like, ugh.
Why is it a because of how she looked then? Because she was definitely an ugly duckling.
She's not the cutest thing in the book. But I think it's just because I know her. I don't want to know who you know.
So you not living by that ain't no fun if the homies can't have
No, not at all. Like, I don't think you should share. That's not cool. And I think even last season, we had talked about, and this may have been a blooper, I don't know. But we were talking about how we had friend A and friend B. And friend B was like, ooh, your baby father, cute.
Out of line.
But they weren't together. Like, she had moved on. Friend A had moved on to somebody else. But friend B was like, girl, your baby father looking good.
You giving me one too many girls.
Yeah.
You out of line, bitch.
Yeah.
Don't. It's okay for you to say, like, oh, your husband or your child's father is handsome. Or, that's it. That's the beginning and the end. And this has nothing to do with insecurity. It's about respect for my situation.
But y'all not together.
I don't care.
I mean, I agree.
I don't need to be overzealous and giving your husband all these accolades and all that. No.
I agree.
I don't need to do that.
So there is no...
Well, Patty.
So there is...
There's a fine line of it, or you just don't want to know, period. Because what if
I don't
somebody...
want to know.
But I think it's kind of good to know. It's like, that's your choice.
But it could have been young. They could have, whatever was there, because I'm hoping that was the situation.
It could have been some sympathy cheeks.
Yeah.
Last resort.
Yes. I got to get this out. Let me just go ahead. Knock her out the box. But yeah, like, I don't want to know.
I kind of want to know.
Why?
I don't want to know the inner details, but I want to know, like, oh, you had a situation where, okay, cool. Keep her in her place.
I think only if we have to have some type of interaction.
Like what?
Like say we going to a class reunion. And say...
Because ours is coming up.
Don't remind me.
20 years.
That's in 2 years.
You're counting his office in 3.
Okay, even better. But that's if we were going to a class reunion and he smashed somebody that I graduated with, and I'm going in there, hey girl, like, nah, all right, look.
But
back in the day,
this is 20 years ago. This is 20 years ago of smashing and passing.
Because now because I need to watch her now. Like, I need to make sure.
Years.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't want your nigga after 20 years.
I don't know that. It's a lot of desperados out this joint.
So is that a teeny bit of insecurity on your part?
You think that's an insecurity?
I'm asking you.
No.
I can't tell you how to feel, but do you?
No.
Am I really going to hold on to a piece of ass you got 20 years ago?
Yes.
I don't want you holding on to no dick I got 20 years ago.
Yeah, don't hold on to mine.
So
mine didn't mean that much. Mine didn't mean that much.
How you know his meant that much?
I don't care.
You're not giving the same grace and favor that you want granted to you, and that's not fair.
You're
living in that world of double standard. 20 years ago, he don't want her.
How do we know that? How we know the bitch don't look better after 20 years? And nigga,
She don't.
How you know that?
We seen her. Age has done
her, but there are a lot of people out here paying for bodies.
She ain't it, so that ain't your worry. She paying for something, but it ain't the body. Okay?
So you don't care.
I don't care about that.
And you want to know.
Yeah, just go ahead and drop that bug in my ear. Like, yeah, you know I used to fuck with y'all.
So what if it was like a close friend? Like, okay, so say your man had dealt with somebody that was a close friend, but like y'all don't talk anymore. Mm-hmm. Do you still want to know? Like, who should tell you?
Well, if me and a friend don't talk anymore.
Okay, well, let's say y'all talk.
She can't tell. Oh. Well, if I've brought him around you and you know that you and him used to have a serious relationship, tell me that.
So you would be okay with her telling you?
One of y'all better tell me.
But why? I don't want your man no more after 20 years.
Bitch, don't try to flip the script.
I mean, I'm just saying.
This is a serious... You talking about a serious relationship that they were in. Like, I don't want to date you. I don't want to date behind my friend. Like, I don't need to date your husband if things don't work out between you and him. Like, that's not what I want. But if you smashed her, all right, cool. But if y'all want a long-standing relationship and then I brought you around her or her around you and y'all niggas are like, oh, yeah, hey, nice to meet you. No, it was nice to fuck you. Y'all need to tell me something.
So what if it was like one of those like puppy love relationships where like they were together all through elementary and middle school?
First of all, why you with somebody in elementary school?
I don't know. That's how shit roll nowadays.
That's that hide and go get it.
I had a boyfriend. I had a couple boyfriends in elementary school.
Fast are we? Ooh, chill.
I did. Everybody had you ain't have a boyfriend in 6th grade?
I was a tomboy. So that didn't apply to me. I was the girl climbing the trees with the niggas. Like, I've always been a tomboy. And you know that because you always say, like, oh, you need to get out of this whole tennis shoe and be a woman phase. Like, you know
need
that.
To grow up sometimes.
Because I prefer to be comfortable. I'm carrying a lot of weight in these tennis shoes. I can't always be a woman. I can't be feminine like that.
You can't always be a woman, nigga. You are always a woman.
I can't. Not all the time. Like, sometimes I want to.
But you are a woman.
I want to let them hang. I want to. I don't want to go through the glitz and glamour, but to bring it back, yes, boy. I want to know. I know you sick of my shit. I don't care. Trust me, I've been right. I know what that means. You sick of my shit, this bitch in your mind. I know.
No, it's not.
But no, to bring it full circle, I do want to know. You don't have to give me the details, but just tell me. Just drop a bug in my ear. Just do that.
That's interesting. Okay.
You gotta know. You need to know something.
This one of my where I'm having your moment, like a yes and no. Okay. Only if I have to.
What's the have to?
Like if I'm gonna be around that person. Like what if that person is like interviewing me one day? No, like
And then what?
I don't know. That's super weird.
Why did y'all done lay with the same person?
Yeah. You know, it was a movie like that on Netflix. It was a white lady. I want to say she was an artist. And it was a rich white lady. And she was like, well, I'll give you this contract or I would support your business. Like, I'll give you like this $10,000 or whatever you need to open your storefront if I can have one night with your man. And they went home and thought about it and they did it. They were like, okay, this would be easier. You know, you just need that one little boost. So they did it, but one of the clauses was they couldn't discuss.
Who couldn't discuss?
The
husband and the wife couldn't discuss the sexual exchange between the person.
And they don't know if it was sex or what. But, yeah, I fell asleep after that. But it was...
How would you feel if you found out your husband sold his soul for a little security for y'all? And you found out the details of it.
Oh, man, come on. Oof, we need something stronger than some goddamn wine for that.
Because this might take selling ass to a whole nother level.
Without telling me?
Telling or without telling? Well, no, we're going to base it on the Netflix. They came home and they talked about it. And he went back to her and said, okay, my wife is with it. I know we just can't disclose what we did.
So I'm going to sound like a hypocrite. Because...
You might not want to sip your cup no more.
I know. Because I kind of feel like, so last episode I said cheating is excusable. Mm-hmm. And for a lot of my friends, we've had this conversation where we've talked about my relationship. in general. And that's not to say he was cheating. Don't be nosy. If you ain't my friend, you don't understand. But nah, I don't want to know.
You don't want to know, but you're okay if he did it. If I can take you if I could take you from good times to a deluxe apartment in the sky, you don't want to know?
That's like me putting a price tag on him.
But we said we could be, last season, we talked about being brought. Everything comes with a price tag.
That's a tough one. I don't know.
You never have to work again. You got your dream car. You can sit at home and do whatever you want. Watch Queen Sugar, whatever that shit is you watch. You can just have a life of freedom if he do that one thing.
So that gotta come with some clauses.
The clause is y'all can't talk about it. The lady decides what the clause is.
And it's only one time. Damn, boo. We might have to talk about this. I don't know. Like the right answer is no, but I mean, I'm not about to give you the right answer. Like, honestly, I really
can be bored. We already said it because we said in season 1 that if he had that T.I. money.
Oh.
See how your whole demeanor changed? You might want to check your seat.
I don't know about that one, man. We gotta come back to that one. We might have to put that up on our page and see what people. I don't know.
We talked about that though. Like a lot of our followers are okay with a dollar amount over them because it's security.
Yeah.
A little financial security they not mad at if you gave up that ass.
Yeah. Yeah, but you just gotta live with that shit.
Because I don't know who you gave the ass up to.
Like, how you do it, like...
Don't let me find out you gave the ass up to a nigga.
Oh, no. Flag on the play. Flag on the...
They never said what they exchanged was.
No.
So that's your non-negotiable?
No, non-negotiable.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Nah, that wasn't no.
You got so sober so quick.
That's a no-go.
Okay.
Ugh.
You all right?
Yeah, but...
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think you need a minute to regroup.
I do, because I had a visual. Oh, boy. All right, we back.
Oh, so quick question.
Oh, boy.
No, quick question. So I was talking to someone, and they are okay with, there are personalities in the media who are homosexual, right? Mm-hmm. They're okay with following them, supporting them, but they have a huge issue that their teenage daughter is a lesbian. And my thing is, why are you supporting homosexuality on a larger platform, but you can't accept it in your household?
That's a good one. That's a really good one because I found myself really guilty of that. I love, it's humorous. It's cute when I've seen that across my feed. And I've liked a couple of them, supported them, whatever. Like, I feel like that's not my business. But when you bring it home...
But it's your business if you put money in their pocket.
But what you do with it... Like, I already know I'm spending this to support you, but I don't have to answer for you.
But paid support isn't better than emotional support? Because this person never misses a show for these said individuals. Let's go see so-and-so. But you put your daughter out for being gay. How that work? Explain that to me, because gay is gay.
And there's nothing wrong with being gay, but I don't want that in my house. I would honestly feel like...
Do you feel like you failed as a parent? Because that's our argument.
I definitely would feel like I failed as a parent if that was to happen. And to be honest, I think it would be easier for me to accept for my girl than my boy.
Why?
I think black men already got it hard enough. Like,
as do black women.
Yes, but I feel like...
You don't want to imagine your son being a poker or a pokey.
No. Nothing in your mouth for food. No, I can't.
Well, he's going to grow up.
That's
he's
hard.
Going to like women, so
he
might have to put
hard.
something else in his mouth.
That's fine.
Just don't
Don't suck it. Like, well, you gotta suck it. But yeah, like I don't know. Like, and I really don't care about people's preference. Like,
Okay.
because I don't have to go to bed with you. But for my son, I would feel like, no, why? I don't understand why.
Okay.
So, and maybe that would change the game if I understood why. Because I do know there are a lot of parents out there to be like, oh, whatever it is whatever it is. But me personally,
fuck no.
nah, that ain't even me. I can't go in here saying, I mean, I love you, but nigga, I might have to love you from a distance.
I guess my argument and my question will always be, how do you support one but not the other?
I don't have to answer for them.
I don't have to answer for your sexual indiscretions either.
But I feel like I have to answer for my kids.
If you're my child, right, and you are of age to make a sound decision of who and what you like, I don't have to answer for that, and I don't have to justify that. Love who you love, like who you like.
But I feel like it has something to do with your upbringing.
You have people who come from two-parent households who
who
are raised well, and then they go out here and commit all kinds of fucked up ass crimes.
You're right.
They have been afforded every opportunity to do the exact opposite of how they're living. Is it still the parents that you hold accountable? Because I'm an adult now and I'm making my own decisions.
I'm not holding them accountable, but I am thinking, like, how were they raised? Like, what were they missing at home that they felt like they had to do?
And guess what? They weren't missing shit at home.
I don't know.
So it's the same thing if your son or your daughter decides to engage in a homosexual relationship. They weren't missing anything. They saw affection between you and their father. It wasn't mom and mom, dad and dad. It's still the choice of, I prefer this gender over that.
I don't understand that because that's not what you saw.
Like, you didn't see me committing crimes either.
That's true. I don't know. I don't have the answer for that one.
We're going to revisit that.
You know what? I've had that conversation more than once, and I still just really don't know.
Is it the stigma or shame that comes with it? Like, oh, so-and-so's son is gay.
I don't know if it's even that or if it's just, I don't know. I really just don't know.
I want you to think on that. We really going to scratch that surface this season.
Nah.
Not that, just hypocritical thinking.
Nah.
You have to. You have to know where that comes from. Like, that doesn't just come from, I accept it for one, but I don't accept it for the other. It don't work like that. It can't work like that. It can't work like, I'm cool with you doing it, but don't bring that shit in my house. And I support it. That's a key thing. I support homosexuality, just not under my roof. Huh? What the fuck shit you on? And not you, but just in general.
Right. No, I get it. I get it. I totally get it.
Because that would be a blow to me as a child. I watch my mother go sit in these shows, support this individual, repost these individuals. I see these individuals being successful on their sexuality, but I can't even come to family dinner with my mate. The fuck type of shit you on? How does that work?
Hey, you make 1,000%. 100%. Like, you have a very valid point. Super valid. I just don't have the answer for that one. I think that's just one of those uncomfortable conversations.
So that's an easy conversation? Because we know that's
not easy.
But we know for easy conversation for us means we're going to talk about some shit we really don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to address that in the season. Hypocritical thinking. What's good for one is not good for you.
Ooh, okay.
We calling it spade, right? It's okay for us to be spades sometimes, as long as we can call it and identify it. Because I got some spadish ways.
So what?
Ooh. Give me that reverse.
You need that reverse.
I'm going to need that reverse, yeah. Some spadish. That's what happens when you make shit up. That's exactly what happens when you make shit up. Some spadish ways. There you go. It's this wine. You know what?
It is.
Shout out to the home.
To the
for
home.
Bringing us home.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good one.
Okay.
Wow.
In the hall pass. Ooh, I got a good one for the hall pass.
Oh boy.
So, one of my then favorite rappers once said, and when they get on, they leave your ass for a white girl.
Oh, why was he then? I still love me some Kanye. But go ahead.
I like his church services on Sunday, and I like his Yeezys.
I haven't watched the church.
I like his Yeezys.
I haven't watched the church.
Oh, he be
But the
going at
Yeezys
it.
are cute, I think.
And expensive.
They are.
That's one I can't get off the kids' wall.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta sell my soul for those.
Somebody got a price tag.
I do. I'm a shoe whore. I say that.
It's like,
You was pressed. You were pressed. But no, seriously, he said once you get on and then leave you for a white girl. How you feel about that?
I think it's true.
Is it okay?
No, it's not. I mean, oh, God. This one of these ones, yes and no. Because you love who you love.
Remember you said that include homosexuality.
And you love who you love then.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't understand what you have in common.
As far as what?
Life experiences. I mean, you view life two totally different ways. You have to.
Well, you know they have Caucasians that are deemed as trailer trash.
So what the fuck, you putting them with me and my people?
We got black ghettos. So how can I identify with you with being financially challenged or poor?
It's not even that. It's like the thought process. I still to this day would say I don't have a personal problem with white people. I just think that they are privileged and they are blind to reality.
Okay, so we have the Kanyes, the Chris, the Tyga, the Cuba.
Who's Chris?
Chris Brown. The Tyga, the what's the little boy from Stella Got a Groove Back?
Tay?
Him.
Tay Diggs?
We got the Tay Diggs, the Cuba Goodens, the Seals. We have all these black men who date white women or who have married white women.
Mm-hmm.
Successful black men, might I add. And even Nick Cannon. So Nick Cannon said that it's a privilege to date a white woman when you have money because it's like having something that you know you're not really supposed to have.
That made sense to me.
Oh, how?
That made sense to me because I've always heard that a man has an attitude of conquering something. And it's like, okay, the white man, I feel so slavish right now. Talking about the
What?
White man. So the white man, so I listened to that whole interview in context. And it was more so what I got from it was him saying, okay, the white man has controlled the black man for so long.
Okay.
Now that I have your daughter, I'm in control now.
Kind of like in life when the prisoner slept with I think he was a slave owner or the jail owner's daughter.
I didn't watch that movie.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bad reference, but it's the same thing. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like it's like they're kind of taking that control back. It's like, okay, you've controlled my family for hundreds of years. And honestly, still now the white man is controlling the black family.
How?
Child support, that's the white man game. All that shit. Like putting this mentality or pushing this mentality of the 9-to-5 life is the American dream. No, it's not. Or the price tag that they put on college. So y'all know now we feel like we want to go to college because we want to accomplish something. And these prices are fucking outrageous. So yeah, I got this degree that cost me $80,000.
Ridiculous.
But you want to pay me $12 an hour. Which means I'm going to need a credit card to pay my basic bill. No, all that shit is the white man's game, is what I believe. So I feel like them doing that in Nick Cannon's opinion, it was more so of them trying to take control back.
That was a lot.
That was a lot, especially after all that wine. So it's just him trying to take the control back. So that's how I view it. I get it, but it's like you do that, but look at how that makes us feel. Like y'all are pushing the agenda of white is right. Your hair has to be long, fair, straight to be right. That's not true.
So are you comfortable with wearing your natural hair as is?
Me personally?
You. Nobody else at this table. You.
I'll wear it
on its own.
I'll wear it. I'll give you 2 or 3 days a month. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's it. But that's not something so to fit the agenda. That's just convenience.
So now so is it a thing of personal preference versus what the media says? Because a lot of these men have argued that this is just my personal preference. Like I choose to date a woman of a certain stature and standard and whatever, right? But then you have the media who will say, oh, why you dating that white mixed girl? Or, why you dating a Karuchi when you could be dating a Tiffany? And So when does that fine line of preference versus discrimination come into play?
I think that's just a comfort level that you have to find within yourself. And block what everybody else says out. Like, you know what you like. Like, I'm not dating no light-skinned guy.
I don't know if you know what you like or you know what you can afford. Because if you look at, like, men when they come into the game and they come in with these baby mothers, right? Biggie would be an example.
Okay.
So, Biggie's first baby mother, very unattractive, right? Faith, she's not unattractive, but she's a little bit more attractive. Now, Biggie's money allowed him to have a Faith, have a little Kim before the surgery.
Right.
But before, you were sleeping with Tiana from the Chicken Shack. So is it a matter of, are you really dating your preference or are you now dating your tax bracket? Money make you look better.
Money can make you look better, but I don't know. I think that depends on the individual.
So are we going to always stand on personal preference or are we going to stand on now I'm in this elite society, right? So I have to look the part. I have to stay in the part. I have to meet this societal standard. Like, look at your Aunt Nene, right? Look at Nene when she first started the Real Housewives. And this bitch was still wearing the tracks with the circle in the middle. Now, she done got her nose done, her teeth fixed. And Sheree was petty for telling her she needed a side tooth. But either way, she's had all these cosmetic things done. And she's still with the same man. But she looks totally different. She doesn't look like Nene with the 18 inches.
I mean, that's growth.
Is it growth or is it wanting to fit in? Because when she changed that look, them Hollywood deals start rolling in. You start seeing her more.
I don't think so. I think that's just growth. I think that's just people going with the time. I mean, if you look at a picture from me from 10 years ago, nigga, I had the pink hair and the blue hair. But now I'm not going to wear that shit like that.
When you had pink and blue hair?
No, here.
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck this called. Eyeshadow? I don't know.
If I ever see a picture of that, ever, it's going up on Throwback Thursday.
Well, then you won't see it. But yeah, I got a couple pictures like that. And it's like, that's just growth. Okay. I mean, if I got the money to afford nice things, then that's what I'm going to
do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You had something that you wanted to touch on for That Ain't It. You remember?
No, because we almost at our time.
Oh, look at that. Go ahead and close us out. Are we really at our time or you forgot because of the wine?
No, we almost at our time. Right down there.
See? Oh, so it's the wind down.
The wind down. Now we need some music. Some do, do, do.
That's not it.
You.
That's not going to be your wind down.
All right, well, there you go. So, I guess closing for me, all I have to say is, we don't have all the answers. Y'all have heard this in season 1, but we're here to get the conversation started. As you see, we ask some of the hard questions, and it's just time to be real.
Okay.
What you got?
Because I accept it in public does not mean I accept it in private.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
There are things that I am publicly okay with, but in private, you don't bring that shit in my house. And I'm a very open-minded person, but it's just certain things that I know I'm just not going to deal with personally. But I don't mind if others deal with it.
Okay. I took that different till you said that. Okay. That's good shit. Hey,
so
all
that's
right.
it. Oh, we got to finish this. Dun,
dun, dun, dun. What's up with that ghetto ass clean? You took the shit back like it was a shot.
It was. We went over a lot. Look at you babysitting.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
They don't know that.
I ain't 8.
You had to make sure you left nothing behind.
Why? Why
Just
waste
slurp.
money? How we do?
I think he's still... Are you still recording?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, wait.
My fault.
So that's gonna be at the edit mark.
Yeah,